spent, all that love you gave. Please don't walk away. Try again. Goes away. Don't break before you break. It's not too late, so try again.
Couple wins, couple ills. Took a hit right up and failed. Now I got to just know how to flip it when I fail. Different when you listen to yourself. Not forgetting but forgiving. How you living is the wisdom in itself. Getting help. My intention and my callous never been in balance. It's a challenge when your talent come equipped with damage. Getting callous to what matters and you miss the pattern. How to manage your condition is the trick to catch it. How to handle what you giving is a different matter. Skip the magic, it don't happen overnight. You don't have to overwrite when it's saying how you didn't plan it. Understanding I ain't got it when I gave it all I had. Nothing missing in the math, put the vision in the path. I'm revisiting the past with a pen and pad. I'll be back.
I hope you try again. All this time you spent, all that love you gave. Please don't walk away. Try again. Goes away. Don't break before you break. It's not too late, so try again.
Underdog since when I used to run a blog. I ain't soft, I could bend a hoop or run a club. On the fog where I learned to view the sun is small. No sweat when you getting used to jumping walls. Back when I used to call instead of getting called. I remember feeling lost, about to get a job. Selling in the mall, trying to trip a law. Had to ask if it costs ever getting caught. Change course, had to bank doors. Now them same doors got a man in wait force. Handshake still, cause the manners ain't lost. On floss when cause I plan to stay raw. Had to take deals that ain't have a race seal just to have a play field. Now I'd rather take off. Remember when it feels like you gotta stay still if the line ain't crossed.
I hope you try again. All this time you spent, all that love you gave. Please don't walk away. Try again. Goes away. Don't break before you break. It's not too late, so try again. All this time you spent, all that love you gave. Please don't walk away. Try again. Goes away. Don't break before you break. It's not too late, so try again.
southern slang, I speak it every day. I'm trying to get it poppin', each and every way. It's one nation, under goons. My goons are stripping all these cats down there, they're under rules.
Yeah. When you say you ride for me, ride for me. When you say you die for me, die for me. Is that it for everything, everything? Ay, no matter whatever brings. Ay, ay. When you say you always down, always down. When you say you hold my crown, hold my crown. Is that it for everything? Ay, ay. No matter whatever brings. Oh, ay. Making foreign, I just got exported. Promise find the time just as soon as I get sorted. But I don't call you fams, if you switch to you support it. My number out of service, man, this is a recording. Used to have to hustle on my wouldn't eat. It was days in the studio and nights in the street. It was late night Chinese, 4-hour sleep. Then wake up on the couch, then rinse and repeat. I'm a weirdo and I'm chill, I'm a lover and a if you speaking, keep it real. Yeah, speaking dollar bills. Yeah, you speaking to the plug. Show me green, show me love. Show me friends from the jump. Who's still with me when I'm done? New riches. Hey, hey, hey. And now my homies talking to new. Hey, hey. Phone ringing, who is it? Hey, got no time, no time. Slow wine, move with it. Hey, hey. One more time, one more time, one more time. When you say you ride for me, ride for me. When you say you die for me, die for me. Is that it for everything, everything? No matter whatever brings. When you say you always down, always down. When you say you hold my crown, hold my crown. Is that it for everything? No matter whatever brings. Oh, let me tell you. I do it real life, I don't do it for the gram. And they holler from the moon to Miami. Them who understand me, real love's better than a Grammy. Used to wear the hand-me-downs, head to the toe. Now I'm sitting Gucci, making bread with the dough. I done slept in 50 King Louis beds all alone. When I have a minute, I'ma text you from the road. I got 9 lives, I already used 5. I've been living too fast, let me cruise by. New dudes with their new moves, do try. But I always think about you when I'm too new riches. Hey, hey. And now my homies talking to new. Hey, hey. Phone ringing, who is it? Hey, got no time. Slow wine, move with it. Hey, hey. One more time, one more time. When you say you ride for me, ride for me. When you say you die for me, die for me. Is that it for everything, everything? No matter whatever brings. When you say you always
Everybody stand up if you ever had your back against the wall and had to fight back. It's your anthem. My view from the top of the moon, I can see the whole world sitting in my hand, a maze of rules. We finna break the rules, and we gon' make them too. I can't fall asleep, I gotta stand tall, that's what a leader do. Follow me, I'm leading you. Hey, we finna turn up, crank up the heat in here, they finna burn up. Told them I'm coming, I'm here, tell them they time up. I said it once, I'ma say it again, this here be my year. I ain't gon' show no fear, I know that I'm built to equip for what God want me to do. I'm number one out the two, it don't know where I'ma lose. I hate the struggle, but it made me harder. I made it far, but I wanna go farther. This not for me, this for my son and my daughter, my family tree and that order. I'm the chosen one, I'm wearing a jacket. I was down, now I'm up, now I was the underdog, now look who be left. I'm better than you guys, yeah. The champions, the champions. Hey, we gon' ball, never fall, the champions, the champions, the champions. Hey, we gon' ball, never fall, I put my head up and told them crown me. My ring finger got a rock on it, rock on it. I put my head up and told them crown me. My ring finger got a rock on it, rock on it, rock on it. Threw dirt on my name, tried to bury me. Threw salt on me like that was seasoning. Now this my season. Weathered every storm that was sent my way, but promise you it wasn't easy. Took some patience and grieving. I was believing when no one believed me. I was believing when no one believed me. Now they gotta see me from the nosebleed or the front row. I don't care what see. Dreams to reality. I'm too real for reality TV. Remember I was poor, now I'm writing this song from a balcony. Told them watch out for me, but they ain't see me coming out they roadkill. No alone nights on that road, feel like keep pushing even though we don't feel right. Blood, sweat, and tears just to live life. Talk to God even when I didn't see light. Still talk to him when it got bright. Dark days were made for the spotlight. We paid, now mama can sleep tight. The champions, the champions. Hey, we gon' ball, never fall. The champions, the champions. Champions. Hey, we gon' ball, never fall. I put my head up and told them crown me. My ring finger got a rock on it, rock on it. I put my head up and told them crown me. My ring finger got a rock on it, rock on it, rock on it.
Inside the Show with Justin Allegri.
Great Sunday action lies ahead, but first, here's what happened in the major leagues on Saturday. Looking first at the NL Central, the Reds sank the visiting Buccos 4-3. In other Reds news, relief pitcher Eric Duval has been waived by the organization. The Chicago Cubs put together 10 total hits as they had a walk-off victory against the Brewers 2-1. The Blue Jays got 12 hits in this one as they beat the Cardinals on the road 7-4. The New York Mets took down the Fish in Miami 4-0. Johnny Tyler picked up 3 base knocks in the ballgame, helping the Nats down the Braves 4-0. Michael Royster was untouchable on the mound, crafting an amazing no-hit performance, leading the Dodgers over the Diamondbacks 5-0. The Rockies smacked 15 team hits as they made short work of the Padres 10-3. The New York Yankees had 12 hits as a team as they defeated the
Inside the Show with your host, Justin Allegri.
Welcome, everyone. A very happy Easter to you from all of us here at Inside the Show. Let's recap how Saturday's games played out. In the National League,
Inside the Show. And now your host, Justin Allegri.
it's Sunday morning. Welcome to Inside the Show. Looking first at the NL Central, Jim Hanna earned his first career big league win on the mound, leading the Reds over the Phillies 1-0. In other news out of Cincinnati, relief pitcher Bo Bonilla has been placed on the 10-day IL according to team reports. He has a fractured bone in his arm. The Cardinals sank the visiting Buccos 2-1. Howard Montenegro.
Inside the Show. And now your host, Justin Allegri.
Great Sunday action lies ahead, but first, here's what happened in the major leagues on Saturday. In the National League Central, Andreas Mejia earned the third W of his season as the Buccos took down the Reds 2-1. The St. Louis Cardinals got 11 hits overall as they were winners over the Mariners 3-0. The Dodgers held the opposition at bay with only 4 hits as they bested the Cubbies at Wrigley Field 6-1. The Boston Red Sox grabbed 13 hits in the game as they took a victory against the Brewers in Milwaukee 8-4. The win stopped a 12-game slide. The Houston Astros combined to allow only 4 hits as they beat the Braves in Atlanta 4-2. The Philadelphia Phillies
Inside the Show. And now your host, Justin Allegri.
It's Sunday morning. Welcome to Inside the Show. Looking first at the NL Central, the Cincinnati Reds totaled 11 hits as they dismantled the A's 6-0. In other Reds news, first baseman Edgar Cabrera is listed as day-to-day but is not expected to see any time on the IL. They're calling it an oblique strain. Boone Shabazian grabbed 3 runs driven in as the Marlins grabbed one from the Cubs 7-2. The Nationals combined for 10 hits as a team as they sank the visiting Buccos 5-3. The Angels
Inside the Show. Here's your host, Justin Allegri.
great
Inside the Show. And now your host, Justin Allegri.
Hello there, baseball fans, and welcome to a Mother's Day edition of Inside the Show. Looking first at the NL Central, Johan Cortez was all over the diamond, hitting for the cycle, helping lead the Marlins to a win over Cincinnati 8-7. Ray Delgado grabbed his second win of the year as the Red Sox beat the Cardinals 2-1. It was their 5th straight victory. The Minnesota Twins snapped their 7-game losing streak as they crushed the Cubs 6-0. The Baltimore Orioles knocked out 10 hits as a team as they sank the visiting Buccos 4-3. The Brewers put together 10 total hits as they grabbed the win against the visiting Royals 3-2. Ricky Farron had a great day, driving in 5 on 3 hits, leading Washington to a win against the Mets 11-5. The Giants racked up 11 hits as a team as they got a road win against Arizona 7-3. The Colorado Rockies held their opponent to just 2 hits as they defeated the visiting Fightin' Phils 3-0. Miguel Del Villar grabbed his 4th victory out of the pen as the Dodgers were winners over the Padres 4-3. The Yankees got 11 hits overall.
Inside the Show. With your host, Justin Allegri.
It's Sunday morning. Welcome to Inside the Show. In the National League Central, the Reds amassed 14 hits in the game as they bested the Cubbies at Wrigley Field 9-4. The Cleveland Guardians pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they got the best of the visiting Redbirds 3-0. Alexi Vina got the win, throwing 8 shutout innings, leading the Pirates past the M's 5-0. They now have 5 straight wins. The Milwaukee Brewers launched 3 home runs as they defeated the visiting Giants 8-5. The Braves allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they knocked out the Fightin' Phils 13-4. The Diamondbacks combined for 10 hits as a team as they beat the visiting Red Sox 5-2. The Mets swung it well with 15.
Inside the Show. And now your host, Justin Allegri.
Great Sunday action lies ahead, but first, here's what happened in the major leagues on Saturday. Looking first at the NL Central, Luis Rodriguez had 3 hits in the contest, helping lead Cincinnati to a win over the Brewers 5-4. In other Reds news, shortstop number 59 has been placed on waivers by the club. The Pittsburgh Pirates knocked out 12 hits as a team as they got the best of the visiting Redbirds 6-5. The Padres combined for a 4-hitter as they nabbed the win against the visiting Cubs 4-2. The Marlins allowed only 5 hits in the game as they grabbed the win against the visiting Athletics 4-1. It was their 7th win.
Inside the Show with your host, Justin Allegri.
It's Sunday morning. Welcome to Inside the Show. In the National League Central, Edgar Cabrera sent 2 into the seats while driving in 6 as the Reds took care of the Cardinals 7-5. Mel Lolich pitched his way to his 100th career victory as Milwaukee got the best of the Athletics 7-1. Jose Ramirez collected win number 2 on the year, leading the Bucks.
Inside the Show with Justin Allegri.
A very happy Father's Day to all you dads out there from us at Inside the Show. Here's what happened around the league on Saturday. Looking first at the NL Central, the Cincinnati Reds knocked out 10 hits as a team as they got a win over the Astros in Houston 4-3. Diego Rubio earned the win, his 4th this season, as St. Louis bested the Mets 6-3. The Orioles only allowed 2 hits in the game as they bested the Cubbies at Wrigley Field 4-1. Manuel Calzado reached the milestone 200th career win, helping Pittsburgh get one against the Brewers 3-1. The Atlanta Braves hit
Inside the Show with Justin Allegri.
Great Sunday action lies ahead, but first, here's what happened in the major leagues on Saturday. In the National League Central, the Reds got 12 hits in this one as they took down the visiting Braves 11-7. The Brewers put together 10 total hits as they got the extra inning victory against the Guardians 5-3. The win was their 6th in a row. The Miami Marlins had 12 hits as a team as they sank the visiting Buccos 7-4. The Cubs held the opposition at bay with only 4 hits as they beat the Cardinals on the road 3-1. The New York Mets sent 3 balls into the seats as they got the best of the Phillies in Citizens.
Inside the Show with Justin Allegri.
It's Sunday morning. Welcome to Inside the Show. Looking first at the NL Central, the Cincinnati Reds totaled 11 hits as they bested the visiting Padres 5-4. Ray Batista collected a total of 4 driven in, leading the Guardians past the Cubs 5-2. The Pirates knocked out 12 hits as a team as they got the best of the Brewers at home 7-3. The Cards combined to give up just 5 hits as they defeated the visiting.
Get hot like the summer when the AC on the light feel tough. You won't cook.
The champions, the champions.
How does it feel to be you? Feel like the feeling of the suppress. Feel like a
Guess who just got back today? Them wild-eyed boys that had been away haven't changed, had much to say, but man, I still think them cats are crazy. They were asking if you were around, how you was where you could be found. Told them you were living downtown, driving all the old men crazy. The boys are back in town, the boys are back in town. I said, the boys are back in town, the boys are back in town. The boys are back in town, the boys are back in town, the boys are back in town, the boys are back in town. You know that chick that used to dance a lot? Every night she'd be on the floor shaking what she'd got. Man, when I tell you she was cool, she was red hot. I mean, she was steaming. And that time over at Johnny's place, well, this chick got up in Johnny's face. Man, we just fell about the place. If that chick don't wanna know, forget her. The boys are back in town, the boys are back in town. I said, the boys are back in town, the boys are back in town. The boys are back in town, the boys are back in town, the boys are back in town, the boys are back in town. Spread the word around. Guess who's back in town? You spread the word around. Friday night they'll be dressed to kill down at Dino's Grill. Will flow and blood will spill. And if the boys wanna, you better let them. That jukebox in the corner blasting out my favorite song. The nights are getting warmer, it won't be long. Won't be long till summer comes. Now that the boys are here again. The boys are back in town, the boys are back in town. The boys are back in town. The boys are back in town. The boys are back in town, the boys are back in town. Spread the word around. The boys are back in town, the boys are back in town. The boys are back, the boys are back.
Inside the show. And now your host, Justin Allegri.
TGIF, and welcome to Inside the Show. Starting off in the National League East, the Phillies allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they bested the visiting Padres 4-3. It was their 5th straight victory. And that's what's happening around the baseball world heading into today. Join us again tomorrow for the latest from around Major League Baseball.
Inside the show with your host, Justin Allegri.
It's Monday morning, and welcome to Inside the Show. In the National League Central, the Milwaukee Brewers combined for 10 hits as a team as they got past the Reds in Cincinnati 5-2. Entering the day's action, the Reds are atop the NL Central, and the Brewers are at the bottom of...
Inside the show with your host, Justin Allegri.
Hello there, baseball fans. Let's recap what went down around the league on Wednesday. Looking first at the NL Central, the San Francisco Giants totaled
Inside the show with your host, Justin Allegri.
Great Sunday action lies ahead, but first, here's what happened in the major leagues on Saturday. In the National League Central, the Arizona Diamondbacks allowed only 5 hits in the game as they got past the Reds in Cincinnati 3-0. Kevin Gonzalez earned his first victory of the season, helping the...
Inside the show, here's your host, Justin Allegri.
Welcome to our Wednesday edition of Inside the Show. Let's jump right into Tuesday's action. Looking first at the NL Central, the Cincinnati Reds swung it well with 15 hits in the game as they took a victory against the Brewers in Milwaukee 7-1. Vernon Ramos.
Inside the Show with your host, Justin Allegri.
Happy Saturday morning to you. Here's the news and results from Friday. In the National League Central, Damon White.
Inside the Show, here's your host, Justin Allegri.
The trade deadline is fast approaching. We'll tell you what your team did on Inside the Show. Looking first at the NL Central, the Reds.
Inside the Show with your host, Justin Allegri.
Well, this is it, the final day of the season for teams to make trades. There could be a flurry of action as the day goes on, but before we get there, here's a recap of what went down yesterday. In the National League Central, Juan Villanueva drove in 4 and had a home run as the Cubs got past the Reds 5-2. The Brewers got 11 hits overall as they took down the Nationals in Washington 4-2. The Pittsburgh Pirates completed a short 2-game sweep as they defeated the visiting Tigers 7-4. The Cardinals got 12 hits in this one as they grabbed the win over the visiting Twins 6-4. The Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim brought out the rooms in a 3-game sweep as they beat the Braves in Atlanta 5-1. The Marlins grabbed 13 hits in the game as they defeated the visiting Fightin' Phils 6-5. The San Diego Padres knocked out 10 hits as a team as they secured the win in extras against the Rockies 4-3. The Los Angeles Dodgers hit 3 long balls as they grabbed the win against the visiting Athletics 8-5. The Diamondbacks held their opponent to just 2 hits as they got the win over the Giants in San Francisco 7-2. The Baltimore Orioles had 12 hits as a team as they beat the Blue Jays in Toronto 3-2. The Tampa Bay Rays totaled 11 hits as they took down the Yankees in the Bronx 7-4. The Kansas City Royals combined to allow only 4 hits as they got the best of the visiting Mets 4-1. The Guardians allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they got a win over the Astros in Houston 8-3. The Red Sox racked up 11 hits as a team as they defeated the Seattle Mariners 5-4. The Rangers combined to give up just 5 hits as they took down the Chi Sox in front of a home crowd 3-1. And that's the show. The trade deadline is only hours away, so don't forget to check in tomorrow for a full recap of the day's events.
Let me talk my talk. Let me show them how I feel for real. These ain't ill. They ain't got no skill. They ain't got no will for real. I was 10 and 2 on Central Road, trying to make my dream come true. Youngin' from Delamo, trying to let y'all know just what we go through. I was back to back at Shack for a pack of thing wasn't on F. As a matter of fact, it was half of that. Stop going to church like what it's all worth. What would Jesus do if he was in these shoes? If Johnny pull up, I'm in the trunk. I was off that Jesus. Had a passion of Christ, I ain't need a Jesus piece. Just needed the people to believe in me. I ain't need an AP to put my city on the MAP. Was away from the ECC. The OG told me stick to slaying them ABCs. My name must be Abraham Lincoln. I'm innocent. Life is too short, you should be getting it. Wanna get in this gut? If you knew better, you would. Gotta go hard in the paint. Got a night ride when they call it a day. All work, no play. Crank up the ball in the chain. Drop off on all of you lanes. Y'all all in my way. Hey, they've been afflicted by this. Off top, on top of the injured list. Sit them in intensive. Out like mama say, raising all of the stakes. To win it, I've been. I need Hollandaise. On the block and I'm locked up. Locked in, I ain't never got it in.
Inside the Show with your host, Justin Allegri.
The trade deadline has come and gone. Here's a recap of what happened on and off the field yesterday. Looking first at the NL Central, the Cincinnati Reds went deep 4 times as they bested the Cubbies at Wrigley Field 7-3. The Milwaukee Brewers totaled 13 hits as a team as they sank the visiting Buccos 4-2. The Twins got 11 hits overall as they got the win in extra innings over the Cardinals 3-2. The Philadelphia Phillies amassed 14 hits in the game as they took down the Fish in Miami 6-2. The Dodgers earned the 3-game series sweep as they grabbed the win against the visiting Athletics 8-3. The Arizona Diamondbacks finished off the 4-game sweep as they got the win over the Giants in San Francisco 6-2. The Orioles combined for a 4-hitter as they beat the Blue Jays in Toronto 6-1. The New York Yankees put together 10 total hits as they sent their crowd home happy after a walk-off win against the Astros 2-1. Craig Blair had an outstanding day, driving in 5 on 3 hits as the Royals took care of the Mets 19-6. The Mariners picked up 14 hits in total as they pulled off the win against the Angels in Orange County 11-4. The Texas Rangers knocked out 12 hits as a team as they took down the Chi Sox in front of a home crowd 5-1. That's all for today's show. See you back here tomorrow. Have a great day.
Inside the Show. Here's your host, Justin Allegri.
Welcome to your Saturday edition of Inside the Show. I'm Justin Allegri. In the National League Central, the Washington Nationals got 12 hits in this one as they ran over the Reds 11-4. John Noble got the win, number 7 thus far, leading the Cubs to a win over the Braves 4-3. He is among the NL leaders in shutouts. The Pirates totaled 11 hits as they took a victory against the Brewers in Milwaukee 8-7.
Know what I mean? Clown, yeah, what them, yeah. A circus, them take this thing for. Talk to them in the army. Accurate.
Let's get down to business. I don't got no time to play around. What is this? Must be a circus in town. Let's shut the down on these clowns.
Ready.
Tell them say we are on the game, we not do this for the fame. Clowns be tripping, but we not listen what them saying. This lion can't tame, better get this in your brain. The spirit of the legends is
Inside the Show. Here's your host, Justin Allegri.
Happy Friday, baseball fans. Welcome to Inside the Show. Looking first at the NL Central, the Pittsburgh Pirates brought out the rooms in a 3-game sweep as they bested the Cubbies at Wrigley Field 6-5.
Inside.
I get hot like a skillet. Thinking about money in the billet.
Inside the Show. Here's your host, Justin Allegri.
The beginning of the work week, and welcome to Inside the Show. In the National League Central, Julian Escobar had an outstanding 5 hits at the
Inside the Show. Here's your host, Justin Allegri.
Good Thursday morning to you, Show Nation.
Inside the Show with Justin Allegri.
TGIF.
Inside the Show. And now your host, Justin Allegri.
Welcome.
Inside the Show with Justin Allegri.
The regular season is winding down, but the postseason races are heating up. Here's how yesterday's nail-biting action went down. In the National League Central, the St. Louis Cardinals allowed only 5 hits in the game as they grabbed the win against the visiting Reds 4-0. They now have 5 straight wins. As of right now, the Cardinals are in 3rd place in the NL Central, 3 games back. And the Reds are atop the division. They have a 3-game cushion. The Chicago Cubs sent 3 balls into the seats as they took a victory against the Brewers in Milwaukee, 11-2.
Cruising down the street in my 6'4".
The Cubs completed a 3-game series sweep as they grabbed an extra innings win over the Brewers, 6-5. They now have 6 straight victories. The Reds launched 3 home runs as they beat the Cardinals on the road, 5-4. The Nats finished off a 3-game sweep as they beat the Braves in Atlanta, 4-1. Art Fry won again on the mound, winning his 20th this season, helping the Mets get by the Phillies 9-0. He currently has the most wins in the National League. The Astros got a road win against Arizona, 4-3. The Rockies earned the 3-game series sweep as they sent their crowd home happy in extra innings with a walk-off win against the Twins, 3-2. The Los Angeles Dodgers allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they got the win over the Giants in San Francisco, 3-0. The Toronto Blue Jays racked up 11 hits as a team as they beat the visiting Rays, 8-3. The Baltimore Orioles got 11 hits overall as they beat the visiting Red Sox, 6-4. The Padres beat the White Sox on the south side, 3-1. The Tigers totaled 11 hits as they took down the visiting Guardians, 8-6. The Yankees swatted 4 home runs in this one as they dethroned the Royals, 10-2. The A's held the opposition at bay with only 4 hits as they got the victory in extras against the Angels, 2-0. The Rangers totaled 13 hits as a team as they nabbed the extra